When I started doing my self-improvement journey, I always heard that you should not play video games. And at this time, I played video games every day. My father smashed my Switch because I played so much fucking Fortnite when I was young that he was like angry because I was like playing until like 10 a.m. on a school night. So when I finally decided I want to change my life and do some sort of business, no one really told me except the fact that it's a time waste why I shouldn't game. So I digged a little bit more and found a little bit more research, and I stopped playing and I came to some realization. There are people who can play without hurting their growth, and that is, in my opinion, people who work in a corporate job and doesn't want to climb the ladder to get like a higher paying job. They just want to get through the 8 hours, go home, play some video games, wait for the weekend and play some more video games. It doesn't have any ambitions. It sounds weird, but I know people who are genuinely happy just by working a normal job, and they are not very ambitious to like grow as a person, or not very ambitious to grow in their career. They just go. I have, for example, a friend who just goes to the gym, plays, and just works a normal job and has no worries about that. So he's like genuinely likes it. It's not like he's coping or something. He just likes his job so much, and it's like, yeah, that is enough for me. I love this way. And I think people like that, there's nothing they want to achieve otherwise. So I don't really think, if you're really, really happy in that way and you just need to grow as a person, I don't really see a problem why you shouldn't play video games. On the other hand, if you want to achieve something, you want to get a promotion, you want to get a higher job, you want to, for example, get into law school, become like Harvey Specter. At least, I don't know. I don't want to be a law student, but I think everyone wants to be like Harvey Specter. I watched a lot of Suits when I was younger. You can probably tell by that. But you want to become a doctor, you want to become a business owner, you want to build a business, you want to create an organization to save children or clean the oceans, you want to become an entrepreneur just so you can travel, you want to make money to have a good life, travel and retire parents. If you're one of these people who want to achieve something, I would definitely not recommend to play video games. And the reason for that is very simple, in my opinion, is because video games are addictive for the sole reason have a fast repetition of success. But in real life, it takes longer because, for example, building that business takes time. Getting into law school, becoming a lawyer takes time. The same as a doctor, same as an entrepreneur who wants to make money online so he can travel or retire his family. It all takes time. And that's why real life is has not such a high ROI in stories of getting dopamine. That's why TikTok is so addictive, because you get an extreme amount of dopamine. That's why gambling, etc., like alcohol, drugs, everything about how fast you get dopamine. And with that in mind, gaming and other drugs or like other dopamine things that will get you like a really fast results or a high dopamine level are bad, because it creates another separate reality. Because like you have this reality where you can get like dopamine really fast. It's like a dream world where you just don't need to do so much, because you can be as hardworking as you want, but you as yourself are naturally lazy. So our body craves dopamine and only gives us dopamine when we do something to succeed. I was like, we do something, we go for a hunt, we kill that animal and eat the animal. And that's a dopamine release because we successfully got some food and made something that we can be proud of. Now, when you play video games, TikTok or something like that, you have a very high dopamine level and you don't need to do much. So why does your body want to do something like working a business, talking to clients, recording that video, studying for the exam, when you can just have like quicker dopamine that way? And that's why I'm telling you that's like two different realities. The first reality, you get everything in extreme fast, so you get extreme amount of dopamines. And the reality that we are living, the real life, is not as fast, not as bright, not as colorful, and doesn't give you as much dopamine as the real life. And when you think about it, when you want to, when everyone like, that's why people get lazy, that's why you don't do the work, because you distract yourself in the other world that gives you dopamine faster. So that's why we need to remove this world, and so we can only live like in the slow, in a sense of dopamine, of course, only like a very boring, gray looking world where it needs time to achieve something. You don't build a body like a Greek god in a month, because if you would be able to do it, everyone would it. And that's something I want to emphasize on. When you delete the other world, you only live one-dimensional in this real-life dopamine task. Like, for example, in my case, recording a video, studying for an exam, for like in your case, maybe working on that business is more fun, because what other else is to do? You either be bored to death, or you can work on your business, you can go to the gym, you can socialize, you can have time to cook or do journaling to like get to know yourself better. And that's the main reason why you, in my opinion, you shouldn't play video games, because you get another reality where you, what makes you so much addicted to this world, that this world, our real life, is so boring to you that you're not able to live in and do the tasks that will eventually make you even more happier. Because let's be real, no one is gonna, what you think you're gonna be more happy about when you finish a game like GTA, or will you be more happy when you have a six-pack, like a marble Greek statue type six-pack? I think we all know the answer to that one. I don't even need to tell you. Of course, GTA. Okay, I'm just kidding. We all know that like everyone's the fucking Greek statue body, and that's why I think it's like a very big factor. So that's one question I want to tell you, and I really want to emphasize on you. How important are your goals for you? Because depending on how much you want your goals to achieve, the more you need to assist your life to make it easier for you. That's why App spends $1 million on getting you hooked and making things that you need to do everything easy. The more easier it is for you to work, the more successful you will get. And don't get me wrong, of course you can still play video games and become successful. But the main thing that the bad habits do is holding you back. So the more of the bad habits you remove, the less is holding you back. So first of all, the way to success is a lot higher. And second of all, you can be always more successful if you didn't do this bad habit. Of course, they're like rock star who still take drugs, but they can even be more successful if they didn't take drugs. And so you need always remember, when you do a bad habit and thinking about just doing it for a little bit, I'm talking about even 1 hour per day or only on the weekends. I tried it and I miserably failed because of the concept of the two words I've just told you. That's why I want to really emphasize on. I know it sounds hard to stop these things, but later the work is way more fulfilling, or to work on the goal you want to be, to learn new skills, to get in a better career, better job, to get becoming a lawyer, becoming a business owner, becoming an entrepreneur who can, like a digital nomad, will take time and it will need work. And that's why we can't rely on other things like cheap dopamine that will make the time easier. So I really want you to, the whole purpose of this video is so you can answer one specific question. How serious are you about your goal to become someone? Become this person who's a lawyer, doctor, getting in a higher career, becoming a manager, becoming a CEO of a business, becoming a digital nomad who can travel everywhere he wants. How hard do you want this? Because the more sure you want it to be, the more you will remove from your life that will hold you back. And with that, I want to tell you one last thing. Try and fail, but never fail to try. I see you in the next one, brother. Have a good one.